Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Biafrans and heavy indigenous people in that Islamic state of Nigeria. Your life and property is not important to the government that you said you chose to lead you. This has been the case of villagers or different settlements in the northern part of the country, in the western part, and in the eastern part. Just because your life does not matter. What matters to them is them to embezzle the money gotten from the natural resources, and that is all. That is why I've come to the notice that it is better we go our different way, govern ourselves, than being in a crisis. The headline says, villagers flee as security operative withdraw from Kaduna community. Kaduna has been a central stage of oppression against the indigenous people there because of the sake of Islamization. And we can't count the number of attacks on villages in Kaduna State alone. You now talk about Jos, you talk about Nasarawa, you talk about Zamfara, then you now come to the east, where there's constant atrocity being committed by the government. Last week, they brought out some rusty pipes, saying the B.L.A or the Biafran Liberation Army and the resistance fighters threw at them cheap propagandas. That is what they are known for. There's nothing the government is capable to do. This week again, I saw a video about how vehicles were supposed to be used to convey people in the federal capital of criminals, which is Abuja. But the vehicles they brought to the countries were in bad condition. They have to repaint it. Now call mechanics to start repairing them. You said you want brand new vehicles to convey citizens or residents of Abuja to be able to move around their cities easily. Then you went and purchased vehicles that has been used maybe 10 years ago. You brought them back to the FCT, which is going to cause environmental pollution and the rest. You then paint it and you then call mechanics to come and work on them. And the oils are leaking and you claim that those vehicles were brand new. This is the wickedness by the Zoological Republic government, led by Tifnumbu. I'm going to leave you with a tape.
Guys, I just came into Federal Secretariat car park. You see the kind of buses federal government or FCT is planning to put on our road. I don't know where they went to and procure all nonsense, overused buses they want to put on our road. You can imagine the country we are. They say they are going to put new buses, but just look at, even on the floor, you will see engine oil. These are buses that maybe they're up to 20-something years. I don't know where they imported it from or where they collected it from, but the buses are not in good condition. They are trying to repair them and repaint it as new one. You can see the country we are. Government is deceiving the citizen, and the citizens are keeping quiet. How on earth can you just say you're going to provide new buses for the country and FCT, and you went and bought used vehicles? You know, that's why this country, nothing is working. Absolutely nothing is working in this country. See how government is deceiving the citizen, telling us that they will buy new buses, but at the end of the day, they bought used luxurious buses. Panebitas are here; they are doing, painters are here painting. You can see even the one. If you zoom, you see the one that have flat tire. I'm just saying, just zoom. You will see the one that have flat tire, to know that these are buses, abandoned buses in several countries. They just assembled them and imported it here in Nigeria to be used. These buses won't last 6 months. Trust me. See, they are the buses. They are painting.
But last month, the same government and governors were also acquiring brand new vehicles worth millions of dollars for their own personal use. They don't care about you. It is high time you start thinking. Let me go to another news again. This Obasanjo, the Olusegun Obasanjo, who was the pioneer of this great, terrible corruption and illegality in the system. He says here, do not accept Nigeria as it is. You have to make some people uncomfortable. Ex-President Obasanjo tells youth, who gave him the guts and the audacity to come and tell us this. This was the same man that privatized all the companies and sold them out 6 months he was about to leave office. If not for the sake of the late President Momo Yaradua that recovered those licenses from those companies that he sold out. Example was the NNPC. He already privatized and sold it out already. A lot of companies, the telecommunication companies and the rest, he privatized everything and sold it out because he was leaving governor. Now he's talking. You can imagine being confident in wickedness. You have you even forgotten that this say is a farm in Ota? He was actually using the government money to pay his staffs. He was using the money for the whole 300 million people to pay his own staff. After the farm is generating income, he's still using the government money. You can imagine a man without shame, without remorse of his action, still opening his mouth to speak in public. And this is from yesterday Vanguard. Biafra Republic government in exile gave Igbos and other 85 million palliative in 5 months. Simon Ekpa, that is the Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile. There have been government led from exile before. Example of them is the Polish government that was in exile, and in 1989, Poland was recognized as a organized country. So it is possible for all these government from exile to be achieved. I pray he achieved it, and I'm going to leave you with this on this note. Thank you.